So often in our world, people are never given the opportunity to be truly heard.
We live in a fragile world today, no question about it.
We live in an age of spiritual poverty.
Certainly the need is there, the need for all of our faith-based organizations to reach out to these young people.
They find themselves swept up in a way of life that keeps them distant from their faith. So many of them are distracted and don't find time to place the ultimate important questions in the forefront of their life.
Well, one of the things I encountered when I got to FSU with the Catholic Student Union was a culture where it was normal to have a relationship with Jesus, to talk about your faith, to share your faith with others, to evangelize, and to make disciples. And that became what I grew up in college.
CSU was so instrumental in my faith. I would not be Catholic if it wasn't for CSU.
On October 10th, 2018, our community here in Panama City and surrounding communities were devastated by a Category 5 hurricane. But the one thing that we were left with was the mission, and that's something that we were preaching. We were doing our masses outdoors at our outdoor grotto, and that's something that I learned in such a profound way through CSU, was what the mission of Jesus is, which is to go into the whole world and make disciples of all nations.
People long to be called to something higher. They don't want mediocrity. They want for their interior lives to be challenged and to be pushing constantly against kind of what society tells us, that what you do doesn't matter. And that CSU flipped that on its head and said, no, what you do absolutely matters. And that's because you deeply matter.
We see the campus as a great opportunity, here especially in the colleges in Tallahassee, Florida. We see an incredible environment for reaching young people, for showing them the love of Jesus.
Catholic schools around the country are asking them to come and speak on how are you doing this? How are you bringing students that young into relationship with God?
To have that kind of foundational place where they know they can meet other people like them and understand about the value of our faith is extraordinarily important.
I think at a time of crisis in the church, where we're really struggling to reach young people and retain young people in the faith, I can't think of many things better to support than something like CSU.
Our vision as the Catholic Student Union is to transform the culture in Florida and beyond. We see that happening through the lives of our students and our alumni. They become leaders now in their business, their marketplace, in their families, in their churches. So many marriages, healthy marriages, meeting the needs of the culture, raising young people that then become transformers of the culture.
When you invest in a young person, in their future and their faith, when you invest money in those types of things, you've invested wisely.
Will you become a partner with us to transform the culture? Will you invest in the future of the church?